now. Welcome
Hey,
back to
we're
Fangirlz
here.
Assemble. Happy Wednesday. I spread my coughs to you. I hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, I don't know how the air is where everybody is, but it's rough here. It's really rough.
Yeah, and it's super. I mean, I was talking to Mark. He's up in Wisconsin. He's like, it's bad. I did wear a mask outside. That's probably why I'm extra, because I'm asthmatic. But yeah, I was walking outside today and I was like, this is weird. I completely forgot. Everyone's talking about like the fires and like the air's not great, but it was like people from up north. And so I didn't even click with me. I was like, are they doing construction? This is a little foggy out here. And then I looked at my phone. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, same thing. Like we were all looking around. I was talking to my coworkers, and we were like, maybe someone's burning something.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
It's the summer.
Yep. Big
It's
yikes.
creepy. And it feels so. I just start masking up.
You know what?
You know what's not creepy?
Should we share our screen?
Oh yeah, I have a million tabs open.
Yeah, because our deal is on the front page.
Yeah, let me get to one tab because I feel like people judge. If you guys knew, and you're probably not surprised how many tabs I have open at one time.
I always have a lot open too.
I've got 2 monitors, and that means I probably have like 4 windows of a million tabs.
My phone tabs are the worst though. I couldn't even count.
Oh, I don't want to think about it because I know it's bad. And I don't want to like. Elliot's not allowed to know or see it because he'll be like, what are you doing? You can just close those. And I'm like,
you're like, no.
Okay. Look at that. I shared it. Look at our pick of the month.
Stuff that's not creepy.
I assume it's this.
On InStockTrades.com. That's right.
It'd be really weird if it wasn't.
It is that. Because look at how fun it looks. And it's 45% off right now until next Tuesday, when the new releases come out. So that's very exciting. There's also other great deals of the week from our great sponsor here.
Look at that. Look at there.
You get Deadly Class for 50% off.
Got Dark Crisis. That's 50% off is really good for a hardcover.
Great deal.
Love to see that. Love it.
And other great stuff. Actually,
this is great. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I made my first order in a very long time so I could get that book. I'm very excited. Should I let everybody else know what else I got?
Absolutely, you should.
I don't remember. Let's check.
Tell us all about it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get this? Assorted Entanglements graphic novel volume 2?
I did not. I also got Deadly Class, but I got the DM variant specifically. Well, not actually the DCBS variant. So it's exclusive to InStockTrades.com and DCBS, their sister site. Yeah, I did get that, and I got A Story of 7 Lives, which is that new cat manga that I've
yeah.
So we love that.
We got Coded. Looks really good. Cross-dressing villainess, Cecilia Sylvie. I'm curious.
Yeah, you should absolutely read that.
I'd love to know what that's about. That's a great deal. I'll work on my story. I just made an order recently to InStockTrades, first in a while, because I haven't been buying as many comics. I've been buying a lot more novels. And that was because I knew I really wanted this one of Historia. I was like, well, if I'm gonna buy a comic book, I'm gonna buy all of them that I want, and I'm gonna get it at StockTrades.com. So I think I already showed part of the haul, but I got that. I'm Kind of Chubby, and I'm Your Hero, Poison Ivy, and Cosmonites Volume 2, which is very exciting. It's just a dangerous place to look at.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back and get both Cosmonites at some point as well, because I'm very excited for it.
They're a good chunky hardcover, or chunky graphic novel for sure. Man, every time I see manga, it's so tempting, but I just keep waiting to buy manga until I come to your neck of the woods.
Oh, and hope that we find some used or discounted.
Yeah, it's just more fun to buy if I can see it in person.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting a better deal than if I'm going someplace near me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because I'll look through and like, am I going to buy a manga right now? I'm like, I could, or I could buy another novel, which it'll take a little longer to read.
Yep.
So I have to think about that. Like, I could read this,
Well, and if you're Jessica, you can just roll into Second and Charles and get new releases like a week before they come out.
Exactly, which I have been thinking about. Because a lot of times they'll put the Five Nights at Freddy's novels out a week before because they don't know they're supposed to wait. Because why would they care? And so I will be hunting the week before to get the book because I don't want to. Because I'll wait until it comes out like it's supposed to. But everybody's already gotten it. They've already made theories. They've already made theory videos, and I'm out of the loop. and I am upset about it. And I need to know what this white tiger animatronic's going to be about. You know?
You got to fix it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I expect all my friends to go see the FNAF movie or watch it online when it comes out so I can talk about it.
I'll go with you.
I would love that. I will gladly drive to you so you can go see it. I'm like, and I'm like, Matthew Lillard is playing this character, William Afton. He's not going to say he's William Afton, but we know he's William Afton. I'm like, this is exactly what's happening.
Nice.
I can't believe they got Hunger Games in there, PETA.
Hunger Games in there. Fun fact, never seen it. Never read it either.
Really? I did read Hunger. I've watched the movies and I read Hunger Games. I like the books more than the movies because I like the monologue, the inner monologue. That's the bummer about some of those.
Yeah, I thought about going back to the books. I'm like, I know it's been a long time, but I feel like they could still be fun.
Oh yeah. There's still, I mean, it's just a YA typical, you know.
Yeah, YA dystopian.
I think you'd like it. I'd like to see what you think about it too. She's interesting. It's like, I don't know. She's a very interesting character because you're just like, you don't really care about a lot. Like you do, but you don't. I don't know.
Okay.
But
I'll do it.
Well, I guess let's get to talking about the book. I don't have a physical copy actually because I have no library. So I read it digitally again.
Maddie here was so lovely and sent me the physical copy, which is a beautiful. I mean, there's a cat on the cover. Come on,
I know.
Made me happy. Made me very happy. So thank you for that, Maddie. Let me take it off now.
Oh yeah, I want to see what it looks like. Oh, a little typewriter.
It's a nice little typewriter. That's pretty cute.
That's cool.
Love that. Love that.
Nice. So the book we're talking about, as you can tell from the description of this, is Flung Out of Space by Grace Ellis and Hannah Templar.
I'll show some
and
art.
it's the story of Patricia Highsmith. Highsmith, right?
Yeah.
Highsmith. Who was this writer back in the one of like the considered to be kind of the mother of a lot of like lesbian fiction. So people you probably know of what she's done is Carol. That's a big one. That's as far as like lesbian cinema. A lot of people talk about Carol, and that is based off of her book, Carol, which was also called something different. But it talks about her because she also did some comic books as well. She's met Stan Lee. She did this different like she wrote like mystery books. I'm losing my mind today.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what she really wanted to write.
Yeah. Oh, you froze for me a second. Or am I frozen? Is it me?
It's me.
Okay.
It's me. Yep.
Welcome back. Let me close my other windows in case.
Well, and I keep expecting it to storm because it's supposed to. So I'm just like,
that'll do it. Anyways, so it shows her life, but it's not exactly like it is accurate and it's not accurate at the same time. And they do talk about that as well because some of this is exaggerated for the story. It is embellished. And at the same time, they do show some of she's not like exactly a totally forgivable person either because she's racist and she has very poor opinions. And they do show some of that in there, her like xenophobia.
Well, and there's a great author's note about that. And I think this is like the way you do it, right?
I do too.
I loved what Grace Ellis said in the author's note, basically saying we wanted to actually portray her like she was anti-Semitic, like she was a lot of bad things, and we wanted to portray that. And we're not saying any of this is okay, but it's going to be in here because that's who she was. So I just thought that was so well done and something I haven't seen in other similar kind of books. And by similar, I mean a nonfiction telling of someone terrible, except I will take a moment to say my husband did a great job with this in his Gigi Allen book.
Yeah.
Because he lets you know immediately, like, hi, I'm not saying this because a good guy, because like he wasn't. So, and that's what you need to do when you're like talking about these kind of things. And I thought that was so well done.
Because like she's still an important figure, right? Especially in like lesbian works in fiction. Like her works are an important part of that history. But it is important to talk about it, to show all sides of that person. Because we saw the same with like the Andre the Giant book as well, right? Because that was like, here's the deal. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it should be done. You know, we talk a lot about like showing all sides. Like if you're going to talk about a book or a series and it's by a problematic author, you should mention that.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise it comes across as like, oh, I totally forgive everything that this person's ever done. And whether or not you want that to be the case, your lack of words will speak for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if I was like, well, I'm not going to say it. Oh, I guess like Lovecraft, right? I love a lot of Lovecraftian things. I love a lot of things that span from that. That's a really shitty, awful dude. That guy sucks. Luckily, he's dead.
Yeah.
So if I want to buy anything Lovecraftian inspired, it's not going to him. I don't have to worry about it. But if I talk about stuff, I can be like, that guy sucks. And there's some comic book authors that like whose works I really like. But I can be like, hey, I really enjoy this work. That guy sucks. So,
well, and I
think
I immediately think about people who are like, where should I begin with X-Men? Or like, hey, I really liked Astonishing X-Men. Joss Whedon, that guy sucks.
As a Buffy fan too, right?
Like, huge, but yeah. And if that's ever a conversation where it's like, this episode brilliantly written, he sucks.
Sucks. Yeah, I don't like any of his prose. The things that spun out from Lovecraft are cool. Absolutely, it's the Lovecraft stuff that came from that's cool. Not him, but like my board games. Mansions of Madness is my favorite board game, and that is Lovecraft completely. One of these days, I'll have you play it. It does require a few hours of buy-in time.
I'm in.
So, oh, by the way, this isn't really, I need to tell you real quick. Wingspan is like the computer game version is 50% off for like $10 right now.
Oh.
And you can play online together. So I'm just saying that.
You know, maybe I should try it. I don't have like any Steam games for either, like for my computer at all.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, oh, it's not going to be good because my computer's not the best. But I did
I wonder if it could run that.
Yeah, I'm like, that's pretty chill. I'll try that out. Yeah, I need to remember that.
Just understand.
Yeah, that would be very fun.
Anyways, back to the important stuff. The book. So this is my second time reading. What are your like first thoughts? Because we didn't really tell you much about this.
Yeah, and I have to say, I didn't know who she was at all.
I'd never heard of her before this.
I had no idea. Well, and that's so funny because like you guys are casually throwing her name around. I'm like, who is this? Why do I care about this book? Right?
Yeah.
And the team's amazing though, because I'm already a big fan of Grace Ellis and Hannah Templar. Like, already love a ton of things from both of them. So I was like, okay, well, this is a no-brainer. Of course, I want to experience this. And I think it did a good job, especially again in the forward, of being like, hi, this is like who she was, and we're gonna show you that, but also she sucked. So I did go into it immediately thinking, okay, I'm not good with stories about people who suck.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people can read and be like, I don't mind an unlikable character. And sometimes it depends, but I need something redeemable typically. Like I need something. So I was actually really surprised by how much I loved this. Like it's easy 5-star read, of course. Like I thought it was so well done. And that there's something to be said about that. Like what a great team. You know, with the art was beautiful. I loved how did the panel work, the stuff that broke out of panels. I thought was so well done. The pacing was spot on as well. Like it never felt like a chore reading it, and I also didn't stop. Like I was like, I can't just put this down. I have to like finish this. Yeah, and it was a quick read in a nice way. But yeah, I didn't expect her to run into Stanley as well.
Love that part.
That was
so great.
Yeah, that was super fun to see, as well as just like for someone who despises comics and how much she's writing comics, doesn't want her name anywhere on the comic she's writing because she's like, I don't want to be associated with this. This is not what I want to do.
She's like, it says it's a dying art. It's a dead art. That's like, you're setting me my grave if you want me to write comics. No self-respecting. My career will never take off. It won't become anything if I do this. I was like, that's really funny.
Yeah, and she was embarrassed to tell anybody. Yeah. I think it's extra poetic that the duo who did this put this together in a comic form, right? Like there's something wonderful about that. And I also immediately was just like, oh, this would be an amazing like movie adaptation.
Oh, absolutely.
I need that in my life now. So, and it did make me, even though she sucks, it made me want to read her big book that the train one. Yeah, I was like, I think I need to read that because I'm very curious, and I again was not familiar. Love a good mystery.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And I'd love to read Carol. I saw the movie, but I'd love to read it as well.
I haven't read it or seen the movie. So
well, and I love like I think the extra great part about this, like not just like her and learning about her and like how she got her books published and everything else, is just about her experience as a lesbian in that time and what that was like in many stages. Because one interesting aspect is her going to the psychiatrist, psychoanalyst, I guess, and talking openly about how she's a homosexual and trying to get help for that, thinking it's something that can be fixed. And then the way that she is treated because of that. Because because of the time, they keep leaning back on Freudian what's the word? Freudian theories and things. So oh, it must be from your mother. That's why you're attracted to women. That's why there's this thing. And the way that she would talk to her is because it's just Lip Schultz. Was that actual Lip Schultz, like the famed one, or is that something else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I know that Lipschitz from Rugrats is based on an actual person.
That's exactly what I was thinking of the whole time.
So I was like, is this a real person? But the way that she's like, well, what do you feel when you see women? She's like, oh, excitement. And this is like, oh, actually, shame. And then even later, like when she goes into the group, like, here's the group for recovering homosexuals. And it was like, yeah, we all get together after these sessions. I was like, that's perfect. I love, she's such an interesting person. Like, she's not without fault, obviously. She had very horrible, horrendous opinions. But also, it was interesting to read about a real person that was, sort of a cad that just kind of slept with her, boss's wife, picked up girls like this. It's interesting to see that because it feels so impossible.
Yeah. Well, especially for that time, right? Yeah. I mean, even just her attitude toward her boss, it's like, how is that okay? I can't imagine doing that right now versus you know.
Yeah.
I mean, also we're not that kind of person, obviously, but yeah, that was I don't know. I loved seeing the time period and everything. I think there was a lot of research done to do this correctly.
Yeah.
From them, and I love that so much. It didn't disappoint. It definitely didn't disappoint.
And it was, I don't know, there's so much that is really interesting about this. Not just her daily life and everything, but how Carol came about too. One, for it to be inspired by her own experience working as working at the counter of a Sears or a Macy's, because that's how it was. Mm-hmm. And to see her walk in and be like, oh, this woman's beautiful, let me write a whole story about it, which is so valid. Yeah. So
well, and I love that just don't worry, Maddie's choking.
I choked on a sandwich 30 minutes ago and I'm still coughing.
I love how, she's apparently a pioneer of, they throw her name in there with LGBT fiction when she's written one book about that.
Yeah.
Which, hey, when it came out and continued to be a thing, of course, that makes sense. But I do love how she was just yeah, I didn't need it anymore. I wrote the one book, I'm good. Which is also very interesting.
Well, and I can't imagine what it's like to write that book and have the gall to take it to publishers. Because at the time, it was not approved. Yeah. I can't imagine taking something like that and having the courage just to, because she and I don't know, I've read enough about her to know exactly how she was, right? But she seems so nonchalant and confident about it.
Yeah. People threw her out, and she just complained the whole time as she's getting thrown out. They're like, we would never publish something like this. And she's like, I drove all the way here. I rode the train to get here or whatever,
Yeah. And I love that she put in the pseudonym. I love that she dropped the name at the bar, I guess a lesbian bar. And the girl's like, oh my God, that changed my life. That's why I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find my Carol. And I was like, I bet there's so many women across the nation that felt the same exact way, which I get. I mean, think about Delilah Green and all these, I don't know, books that just feel like they matter so much. Thinking about I guess Imogen, obviously, right? Bringing up, But I'm a Cheerleader. And for me, But I'm a Cheerleader was my Carol. That's oh my God, this is a thing you can do.
Yeah.
I knew, but that was here is proof in front of my face that's not from an anime. Like, this is real.
Yeah, I think about that too, because like I feel like Buffy was like that for me. You know, I'm like Willow and Tara. I remember when I first saw them
yeah.
in like season 5. Because I started randomly watching Buffy just like a reruns.
Yeah.
And when I saw them together, I'm like, oh, are they related? Like I was so confused, and they weren't like kissing at the time,
Yeah.
right? But I was like, what? Because it's just not, you know,
Yeah.
90s TV. It just didn't understand.
Thank God TV and media is so woke now, so that way it's
right.
It's everywhere. Thank God. I think it was just, I don't know. I really liked it. I think it was very interesting. And I think if somebody's interested in like the time period, because I'm not always interested in like, I feel like nonfiction comic books are not always something I gravitate towards. If they're memoirs, I do, but if it's historical, it's not always something I jump into. I say historical just like somebody that's dead is, and there somebody else is writing about them. But I love this.
Yeah, and I would say, like, again, we both kind of went into this not really knowing who she was, and I think it's works so well for someone who had no idea. You know, you don't have to have already had that knowledge, which is awesome.
And I'll be honest, I picked it because of Hannah Templar's art, because I read Cosmonauts and I was like, I need whatever Hannah Templar has done.
Yeah.
And I found this and I asked my library for it because I was like, I have to know. And then I read it and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, Hannah's art is amazing. Grace Ellis is also, I've read a lot of stuff they've done and it's been awesome
what
too.
What else has Grace Ellis done?
Moonstruck and some Lumberjanes and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I read a lot of Grace Ellis. So.
Yeah, she's awesome. So I would recommend this to anyone who's vaguely interested, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And that hardcover looks nice. It's a pretty, like,
it's nice, yeah.
Affordable hardcover too. Like how it's pretty the gloss is.
Yeah, it's got some nice spot gloss on here. I think I am pretty sure this is gonna hit my top 10 at the end of the year.
Yay!
It's up there with which is so funny because it's up there with It's Lonely, and I'm like, they're both nonfiction, you know, which I love some nonfiction, but there also isn't as much of it out there, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, we'll need to start our bracket soon.
Oh yeah.
I guess we can wait till like middle of fall or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Fall Madness.
Fall Madness.
It's like a play on Mall Madness.
The best game ever. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So far, I don't know. It's Lonely is still the top for me. I haven't read anything else. It's a comic book that's made me feel that way. I've read some novels that made me feel that way, and that's This Is How You Lose the Time War. It's probably gonna be my top book of the year that I've read.
I've been wanting to read that.
It's so devastatingly romantic and sapphic, and I couldn't tell you what happened. I can tell you what happened, but like I can't describe anything.
I feel like I've heard that from some people. Yeah,
but I like that probably from me. I love it.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy will be up there because I really, really liked it. I don't know what else yet. I'll have to review what I've read. Cosmonauts might be up there. Oh, Tegan and Sarah, the junior high, of course.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure Wonder Woman Historia will be as well. I just haven't read it yet. I'm saving it for next month, I think.
Cool.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I still need you to read this because the second
I want to.
Even better, Kristan.
Oh, I want to.
These men love each other.
Love that. Love that.
This is the height of BL, okay?
Like
I don't need stereotypes. Yeah, and that has a place. That's not what I need. I want this.
Mm-hmm.
Two men that love each other and want to support each other's dreams.
Love that.
That just don't understand how to tell each other yet. That's my voice.
I'm gonna have to get it. Hold on. Is volume 1 at IST? I know that you got volume 2 there, huh?
I got volume 2, so probably.
Okay, it's currently out of stock.
I really love I'm sure they just had an issue, but the Absolute Batman 3 Jokers hardcover, which is 50% off on In-Stock Trades, by the way. I guess they don't have a picture for it. I don't know if that got messed up by accident. They just needed a picture to put on there. But it's just like a shipping label, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. I feel like they do that with the Absolute sometimes, which is like the Absolute box.
Oh, that could be it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not on Instalctrates, but the second one is?
The second one's there, but you know what? I do still have some Second and Charles credits, so
I bet they have it.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, and that's a good price. It's like $9.74 on StockTrades.com. And its usual price is $14.99.
Yeah,
it's really good. I'll be rereading it. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab the second one there and the first one from local. Love that.
Sweet, sweet boys. I love them so much.
Love that for you.
Thanks. I also got the second part of my Target buy two get one free order, and today because I got 2 books last week, which was Priory of the Orange Tree, that big one.
Oh,
everybody talks
nice,
about.
Yeah.
And The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm finally buying books that I've read but don't own.
Cool.
And then what arrived today was Unravel the Dusk, which is a sequel to one of Elizabeth Lim's books. And then This Is How You Die in the Time War, because now I'm obsessed with it, so I have to own it because I borrowed it.
That's fair.
The 4th or 5th book in that like A Court of Thorn and Roses series. And then I already forgot. I remember the last one was. Oh no, it was okay, it's theoretically yours.
Oh, of course it is.
I mean,
of course it is.
Are you listening to it?
I haven't started it yet because I have like an hour left of Page Boy, but once I finish that, I'm going to Evelyn Hugo. Which, by the way,
yeah.
You know what? No, never mind. No spoilers. No spoilers. I'll tell you after.
About Page Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Have you gotten Superman Space Age yet? No. You were talking about it.
Jessica also loved it.
Well, I'll read it because that looks like my type of thing. It only has 3 things in it. Is that worth it? It says collect Superman Space Age number 1 through 3. Are they long?
I think it's like chunky though. Yeah. So I think
like a Wonder Woman Story where they're like those big magazine ones.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what it was.
I probably will. We'll see.
What am I, a Superman expert now?
Who are you?
I mean, I did recently read too, so
proud.
Yeah, I'm not.
I guess we talk about next show. So next show will be the Halls and Reads. What is July like?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Oh, there's 5 Sundays.
Hey, we love that.
So in that case, let's not do one this weekend. Let's do it the weekend after.
Okay.
Because this weekend's my birthday weekend.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And I'm so thankful to everybody who's taking Monday off to celebrate. Mark told me he's taking Friday and Monday because he just really wants to make sure he celebrates. So I was like, thank you.
Nice.
I really appreciate it. So
love that.
I look forward to everybody's pictures of you celebrating my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
My one request this weekend, I just want to play Wingspan. I'm going to make that happen.
Love that. Love that so much.
I just want to play Wingspan. And I might go karaoke. I don't know. So
very exciting. I wish I could teleport there and do that with you.
I want you to be here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're really long issues because they're Black Label. Okay. Space Age is also in the DC app if you want to read it there. I don't have the upgraded DC app actually though, so I can't read it like all the up-to-date stuff. Which is probably best. I'm back on reading webtoon stuff again right now.
Oh, I need to go back to that.
See, what you do is, and I know this isn't good for their algorithm, but I just can't. Listen, that's their problem. I've let it like pile up for a year and a half, so now I have a lot to read, which I think is better.
Nice.
So I'm back on reading my like really weird horror one, where like it's an isekai and she wakes up in it. She's like, "Oh, this was like a romance game, but now it's a zombies." Love that. It's like Groundhog Day. She dies and restarts.
You'll have to like message me the names of the ones you're reading, and I'll have to jump into them.
I have a gay one.
Oh, send it to me.
I can share my screen.
Oh, share it.
So, I forget about that. All right, so Night Owls and Summer Skies.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I can pulling up my app.
This girl goes to a summer camp and gets a crush there and deals with like summer camp. If this becomes like a physical graphic novel, it's going to be an instant buy. You're going to love it.
Oh, it looks so cute. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read that.
I'll show you at least like the first. I just want to show the picture of her. Like, I'm sure I'm not allowed to show everything. Where's the lesbian thing? I'm sorry, this is probably making people sick. Anyways, it's gay. That's what's important here. It's good.
Awesome.
So
I subscribe.
That one, yay! And then ignore everything I'm subscribed to, because I'm not caught up on everything. The other one, where are you? Surviving Romance is so good.
Okay.
It's weird, but I super recommend it.
Okay. Oh, this must be one you've already recommended because I already had a subscription to it. So yeah, I will do that.
It's really cool. Because she becomes a protagonist of a romance novel she's reading, and everything's playing out how it's supposed to, but then zombies happen, and she's like, wait, what is happening? And so she basically like happy death days it for like weeks because she can't figure it out until she realizes she's got to include other people to be able to survive. It's very cool.
Awesome.
And then of course,
back into that.
Wayne Family Adventures, which everyone should read.
Yeah, I know. I dropped it at some point, so I need to get back.
The graphic novel comes out this fall. I think August, end of August.
That's fun.
I don't know how much it's going to include, but that's a has to own. You know,
that's awesome.
It's so good.
Love that.
And I guess when we meet, we can talk about picks for the rest of the month.
Sounds good to me.
What shows you got going on soon?
I'm like, what day is it? Let's see.
Wednesday.
Tomorrow. Oh gosh, I was like, what day is it? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow I will have the reading update with Mary. Reed's going to be there. We're pretty much doing our Heroes Con Hall Part 2, but we will also talk about books we've read. Maybe some of those will be the same. But yeah, so we didn't get to finish last time because we bought too much, I guess. So yeah, you can check out what we got there on my channel at 7:30 Eastern. I'm always confused with the times.
I know.
7:30 Eastern, and that'll be exciting.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna have Reels talk tonight, but got canceled. Which honestly, if I just give more time to chill and play Zelda and Final Fantasy 16.
Awesome.
And then Saturday I'll be doing the live show again. Tina and I will be on Near Mint Condition, which went pretty well. Tina was pretty contained, which is good.
We love that.
And we only got one guy that was like, why can't I cuss? So I was like, that's just not allowed. He's like, that's fine. I don't talk to children. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Not my rules, okay?
You guys did great. I enjoyed watching that for sure.
Talking for, I don't know how you do 2-hour-long shows. That's tough.
I did 4 the other weekend.
Ugh.
It was ridiculous. And it hurt me.
That's too long.
I got off and I was like, I'm asleep. I don't like
this. That's way too long.
It was too long. Yeah.
It wouldn't be so bad. There's just so many comments.
Sure.
And they're like, you're slow. I'm like, there's too many comments.
Yeah. It's hard to maintain for sure.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Too many. But guess I should read some comics before Saturday so I have something to talk about.
That would be fun.
Tina hasn't read anything, so I'll just talk about reality shows. I'm like, have you guys watched Claim to Fame?
Now I'm going to have to.
Oh, no.
James Wood.
James. I'll have to look at it later. All right, well, I guess we can, let's talk about it again?
Yeah, no, I want to go watch Yellow Jackets. So.
Hell yes.
So excited. So good. So good.
So excited.
The hype is real.
Yes, everybody go watch Yellow Jackets. That's your homework. Put down a book.
Yeah.
Put down the book. Go watch Yellow Jackets.
But then, go buy yourself some books at InStockTrades.com, of course.
And while you're waiting for it to get here, watch all of Yellow Jackets.
That's actually the perfect thing to do. Because we know you don't have books that you haven't read yet, right?
Yeah, come on. Of course not. Who has that? Everyone's read all of their books they own.
Right?
Right?
Can you imagine?
No.
Can't relate.
I will never know that feeling.
I will never either. I've given up on that feeling. It's not going to happen.
I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Check out Kristan tomorrow at her channel, Talking with Mary.
Yeah.
Update. And we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Have a good night.